Welcome to Life in a Bottle, Season 3, Episode 32. I'm Kyle, and this, at long last, is the 2018 Domaine de Baigneux Grolleau. Threw a lot at you there. Let's start big picture. Where are we? We are in France, in the Loire Valley, in the central Loire in Touraine, and more specifically in the village of Azay-les-Rideaux. I hope I did that okay, Ludo. You tried to coach me on that before, and it did not go well. So, Domaine de Baigneux has been around since 2013 officially, when Nicolas Grolleau and Philippe Mesnier purchased the property. And right out of the gate, there were established vineyards, but right out of the gate, they decided they were going to farm organically, sustainably, responsibly, take care of the land, take care of the vines, and make wines in a minimal interventionist style that were still super clean and precise. Again, we are in the Loire Valley. We're just south of the Loire River and just east of Chinon. So Chinon, as we know, is Cabernet Franc country. A lot of the rest of the area, they grow a lot of Chenin Blanc. Grolleau is a grape we see in a lot of higher end, or really pretty at least, rosé. We don't see it a ton as a Grolleau Rouge. Soils in the region are largely clay and limestone. It's an interesting amalgam. There is a high flint content. So similar to Puy-Fumé, perhaps? After harvest, these grapes are fermented by indigenous yeasts. They are fermented and aged in neutral vessels, so concrete vats rather, stainless steel. They're really letting the grape do the talking here, and it's got a lot to say. So without further ado, we're going to jump in the glass. The nose on this is so much fun because it's concentrated ripe red raspberry and blackberry, a little red plum, maybe some currant, but it's just a blast. It's so exciting. You get a little bit of black tea, you get a little bit of that cracked peppery kind of thing that harkens almost to Syrah, but this is not as dense as Syrah. It's a lot more lifted and light and focused on those bright red fruits. Absolutely killer. Oh, it's so good. Oh, this wine is so good. This is the kind of wine you can drink with anything too, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The palate on this wine has some great acidity and freshness, but it's not a high acid, mouth-watering wine. It's super easy to drink, especially with a little chill. Like you can see, we got some condensation on the glass. That just brings that fruit right to the forefront and lets that peppery, stony mineral and earth kind of come up just behind a little bit. Tannins on this are a little bit like tea. I think of like a refreshing iced tea that leaves a little bit of stickiness on your gum kind of thing, but not enough to make it a super chewy, heavy wine. You could do this with red meat for sure, but it's not a high tannin wine at all. And the finish just kind of carries on with that bright red and blackberry. It's fresh summer berries is the simplest way to put it. Super refreshing, but there's an absolutely fascinating complexity to it that just makes me want to keep going back to the glass. What am I going to pair this with? I think your usual suspects for a medium-bodied red are going to go beautifully here. Anything you would pair with Beaujolais or Pinot Noir would be killer. Duck, Thanksgiving turkey, 100%. What I can't get out of my head right now is like a black pepper crusted pork chop or a heavily seasoned black pepper pork chop off the grill, or a super thick one roasted in the oven with like a berry compote or a spiced chutney. I think that's exactly where I would go with this wine. Did I miss anything? I think I hit all the points I wanted to. The wine is killer. We are super stoked to bring it to you guys. We don't have a ton. This is one of those wines we ordered and we got, and that's all there is to have. So I feel like we're going to cruise through this pretty quickly, get while the getting's good. I hope you guys enjoy it half as much as I did. Philippe, Nicholas, cheers. You guys crushed it with this one.